Welcome back, trainers. So we have a awesome video here. Currently, my brother is visiting from Arizona, and he does have a Pokemon Go account. So I asked him, hey, do you think I can play your account in the Go Battle League to see what I can do? I can't power anything up, buy a secondary move, but he doesn't have much Stardust, as you can see here. So didn't really have much to work with. No Community Day moves, nothing over 23 something CP, and that's all we have to work with here. Crazy. And no Pokemon around 2500. The highest is going to be that Metagross that we did see here, or we will see here in just a moment. And it has Flash Cannon and no third moves at all. So I have to work with what I have. And those things are very difficult to go into the Go Battle League and not have any of those, right? You usually have the Pokemon closest to that specific CP range if it's not the Master League and maxed out. Or you're going to have the best of the best moves, period. There's no exception. So let's see what I can do here. So I'm going to be leading with Latios the entire video. And like I said, we're going to be going in with Breloom, Latios, and Metagross, in which we're going to be switching out Metagross down the line because I just found Flash Cannon to be not good at all. So we needed something to help us to go up against the Fairy type. So I decided to just throw an Arcanine here. It does have Fire Fang, and then we are also going to be going with the Wild Charge as well. So we'll be looking good in that regard. Anyways, up against the Sceptile here, let's go ahead and focus on these battles and see what we have going on. So going for the Dragon Claw, bringing in Embror, and I'm thinking, that's pretty interesting. It does have Ember. It's doing a ton of damage. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. There's no more shields on their end. I need to get to this Dynamic Punch on Breloom and take it out. So Breloom does have max HP, or should I say max attack in the IVs. So at least it has that going for it. I could have powered it up a few times, but I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to touch anything. No power-ups, no changing of the moves, just using what he had, right? And trying to get him to rank 6. So this is also going to be kind of like an example as to you can still do this even if you don't have the Pokemon. And I want you to pay attention. A lot of people do have Pokemon that are not going to be 2500. It's going to be like 21 to 25, right? But a lot of them are going to have that 2500 range, which is going to put me at a big disadvantage, as well as having those Community Day moves, as well as potentially a third move. But you can very much tell that a lot of these trainers don't have the resources, or they're probably just going in here to collect their Stardust for the day for the wins that they can get there. Some of the moves that I pulled off, I was just thinking, I wonder what is going through their mind. Like, have they ever encountered anybody who's like swapping like that and then switching in a Pokemon to take out their Pokemon with a bunch of energy, and they're probably like, wow, I just wasted all of that. So now let's go ahead and focus. We go in with the Breloom, take out that Golem. In comes the Kyogre here, which we're going to be resisting the surfs or the waterfalls, so, excuse me, okay, and we're able to take it out with Dynamic Punch there. Looking great. Let's keep it going. Let's get him to rank 6 here. Let's see what we can do. All right, so we are met with a Swampert, and we're just going to go ahead and stay in here. Obviously, this is a good matchup for us, and they have Muddy Water. Very interesting. So they did lower our attack, which isn't going to be the best. And a few people did have Water Gun on their Swamperts. We'll see those down the line here. That's not going to be generating energy as fast as Mudshot, but it's going to be doing a little bit more damage. Whenever I did see those Water Guns in the lead with the Swampert up against my Latios, it kind of made me happy because I knew they were not going to be able to spam those Hydro Cannons as fast, as well as resisted. Going to go in here with Breloom. I was trying to take the Swampert out like with counters before they get off their energy, but unfortunately they're able to get that off. And they have a Reshiram. Oh my gosh. This isn't looking good. Alright, so Reshiram with Dragon Breath. So I'm thinking, there's no way they have a secondary move. It's very possible, but we'll see. Because it is not maxed out. So we're also doing resisted damage. They're going for a Draco Meteor. We want to get that shield out of them. Oh, wait a minute. They have no more shields. We want to take it out. They have a Zekrom in the back, and I'm like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go with Dynamic Punch, and it just does devastatingly amounts of damage. Just one-shotted it. Alright, looking great. Moving on up, let's see what we have for the next matches. Good games to everybody here. I'm not going to continue to do this. I just wanted to have a little fun and bring you something new here. where I have to really use all of the knowledge that I do have in PvP to win a lot of these matchups here because of the disadvantage that I do have. So we're stuck up against a Heracross, and it does have counter, going for Mega Horn using that energy there, which is okay, but we do have a bit of a problem. Yes, we're going to be resisting counter with the Latios, but it does have a charge move that can hurt us here, but I think we're in a pretty good position. We're going to go ahead and take that out. They've used one shield. We still have two. They're going to be going in with Empoleon, and that is actually problematic because our Metagross is going to be resisted by Empoleon while it's going to be doing neutral damage. We're going to go ahead and swap here. We're trying to catch a charge move, specifically Hydro Cannon, I suppose, and they get it off eventually. A little bit of lag, and they're farming us down. Very nice, very nice. Going in here with the Latios again, and going to go ahead and go with the Dragon Claw. And they're going to be shielding it up, and I still have a shield left, so at this point I feel like I need to farm down. And, I mean, let's see, what do they have back there? Oh, okay, yeah, well, this isn't happening, so we're just going to go for this and just do as much damage as possible. We are resisting the Zen Headbutt, I do believe that's what it was, but we just don't have enough health to get to another Dragon Claw. Very good game. Close one there. Moving it on, we're met with a Swampert here. This is going to be a Mud Shot. Hydro Cannon's not going to be doing that much damage, so we're just going to go ahead and let this go through. It was very confusing as to what I can let through and what I should do in a lot of situations because of the CP that I had. I didn't know how much damage they were going to be able to take. I just had to think to myself, okay, well, all the Pokemon I'm using are squishy. And that's that. If it's going to be a move that's resisted quite nicely, then yes, I'm not going to have to shield it up. But for the most part, I'm going to have to really protect these Pokemon here because they're not the bulkiest around. And they're going to be going in with a Kyogre. We're locked in here. We're just going to go ahead and get this massive energy draining move, Flash Cannon off. They're going to be shielding it up and using a shield, which is fine. Going in here with Latios, which is going to be resisting those water moves. And keep in mind, a lot of these trainers, they don't really pay attention too much to the moves, and no disrespect to anybody at all. So I'm thinking, all right, they don't really have Surf on this. They probably have like Blizzard or Thunder like that, so it's going to take them a while to charge it up. So they didn't see a charge out of them. I'm assuming that's the reason why. Go in here with Breloom and taking out the Electivire with the Dynamic Punch. I'm going to tell you, MVP is probably going to be the Latios, but man, oh man, Breloom put in work. But I mean, Arcanine did too. You're going to see here in just a moment. The thing was amazing. I was like, it's time to get rid of the Metagross. This might be it right here. It was just Meteor Mash would be great, but Flash Cannon is just awful. It's just not, no. Anyways, up against Kyogre here. This is a good matchup, so we're just going to ride this one out and see if they're going to be able to actually get off a charge here. It looks like they probably have Blizzard, maybe. Because it has taken a while. They did not decide to shield it up a second time. They're going in with their Latias. All right. So what we're going to do... Oh, we still have Metagross. I guess that's okay for this specific situation because the Arcanine does have Fire Fang and Wild Charge, and that's it. Like we discussed, they all have just one charge move here. All right, so we're going to be going for the Flash Cannon and just taking them out there. And they have Mew in the back. Oh, this is not looking good. We have Breloom here. You never know what they're going to be throwing at you when it comes to Mew. It could have one of many different moves. It says Psyshock, and I'm thinking, I needed to get to that Dynamic Punch to get their shield. It's more than likely they were going to shield that up, and I'd go in here with Metagross and use the Flash Cannon and take them out, but they were able to take us out before we were able to get to that, so they're going to be able to take the win here, and we're just hanging on by a thread. They go for the Psyshock and take us out. Very nice. Moving it on to the next battle here. We are met with a Scizor. So yes, this team absolutely has a weakness, and yet again, that is why I took Metagross off. Once I started realizing these leads with Scizor can absolutely run over my team because, well, I mean, Breloom could do a good amount of damage, right? But if I swap into that, they're going to switch out, probably counter me, and it's not going to be all good. So yeah, they're going to be going in here with Vaporeon now. All of our moves are going to be resisted. They could just farm us down at this point and have a good amount of energy. We do have Breloom, also Latios. Both are going to be resisting the water moves. We know that it's probably going to more than likely only have a water charge move there. It could have Last Resort, but that's kind of expensive. And a lot of traders at the lower levels like this don't necessarily have some of those moves purchased. So I just had that in the back of my mind. Like I said, no disrespect or anything. This is, just my thought process as I'm battling here. kind of figuring out how I'm going to get through a specific situation. So they're busting out the Armaldo. This, not good. It does have Infestation, I do believe, what that quick move is. Hitting us with a super effective cross chop. We did shield it up. I wanted to farm down, but that was way too ambitious with the charge move they do have. Breloom, very frail as it is, especially when it does not have all of the CP that it needs to have in this specific league. So just making do, going for that dynamic punch, and yep, this is a game over for us here. All right, so yeah, good game. It is what it is, but we're still, you know, taking wins here. I really wanted to go for a 5-0, but it was difficult with this team. Now we have an Escavalier lead, and that's not great, so I immediately switch into the Breloom here. And now we're running Arcanine. Go figure it through the Escavalier in the mix, right? As soon as I put that Fire Fang in there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Dynamic Punch onto the Wailord. And they're going to be able to take us down with those super effective Ice Quick moves. Going to go in here with the Arcanine and Fire Fang this thing all the way down. Now, I'm assuming they have a Blizzard because they did not get off a charge. And they probably were close. They go ahead and let it go down. They're bringing in Flygon. Oh boy. This is another expensive one. I'm thinking, all right, they might just have one charge move. So whatever I see might be it. It's an Earthquake. All right, so we can't rely on that only being Earthquake. They could have another move. But I do believe they would have been able to get off a Dragon Claw, or they would have gotten that off in the first place. So anyways, we're going to be able to take the win on the Escavalier with the Latios. Looking good. All right, moving it on to the next battle here. We're met with a Lucario. And before we continue on here, I just want to go off the commentary for just a second. I'm doing great. Personally, I have my battles recorded. But the thing is, I'm using the same team. And I know you guys don't mind if I upload the same team again. But I just thought I'd bring this to you. Anyways, we had the Latios up against the Lucario. We shielded up the Shadow Ball. We threw in the Breloom here to take them out before they can get off a charge. I felt like they kind of stood still for a moment and kind of just stunned, like, what should I do? Did you see that, Lucario? And then I do believe they rage quit. All right, I don't want to say that's exactly what they did, but I didn't have any matches like this until now. I feel like he was like probably just, you know, close the app style rage quit. But maybe the game's just bugged out, right? Maybe the game is just broken, and that's that. So unfortunately, I'm just going to carry on. That's, you know, go Battle League for you. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you can just wait, I suppose. But I was going to win this match anyway, so I just, you know, got it over with. All right, moving it on to the next one. We're met with another Swampert here. Does this have Water Gun? It is a Mud Shot. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and let we're going to shield this first one. Yeah, we'll shield the first one through. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and let the next one go through, I do believe. Now, if we were out, you know, around 2,500 CP, we'll be able to take those Hydro Cannons a lot better. And my goodness, Latios putting in some work, guys. Let's go, right? Breloom as well. And Arcanine is going to get its, you know, piece of the pie pretty soon as well. So we're taking them down. In comes the Venusaur. I was like, all right, this is great. Resisting this as well. Although if we take a Frenzy Plant anyways at this range of health, we're going down easy money. So I felt like they were overcharging. Do they even have Frenzy Plant? They do not. So Solar Beam. Gonna go in here with Arcanine and finish it off with Fire Fang. Now I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I have Breloom. I'm gonna just go ahead and sacrifice it, unfortunately, for a third shield. Getting one-shotted pretty much. One more confusion took us out. I need to build up to... Oh, wait. I didn't build up to 2 wild charges because I completely forgot the debuff. I was like, oh, geez, the debuff. Oh, my gosh, what am I doing? I should have built up to 2 of them because now the confusions are going to do so much. But luckily, we're able to get to another one, folks. And we're going to be able to take the win. Looking great. All right, so let's go ahead and see where the score is now. And we're able to win 3 matches there. I'm telling you guys... It's not as easy as it looks using just these Pokemon with no Community Day moves. Alright, so we're rising up. Just a few more wins and we should be able to get them to rank 6 here. Alright, for the next match, a Scizor. So that's fine. That's exactly why we have Arcanine. Switching into Breloom immediately in hopes that they do switch as well. Didn't want to get hit by an X-Scissor or an Iron Head. There it was. Breloom is way too squishy. We can't take that damage. Gonna go ahead and go for that Dynamic Punch here and not try to farm down. Pretty sure I commit to 2 shields to the Breloom because we want to get that switch advantage. And if I do get that switch advantage, I think I'm going to be more comfortable. They do have a shield, and it's a Mewtwo back there. And that is not great because, well, if any of Mewtwo's moves get through, you're going to probably go down, especially with the CP range of Pokemon that we do have right here. So that's Side Strike. All right, I mean, we're able to survive it because we resist it. And we're able to take that Mewtwo down. All right, we're looking good. We still have all 3 Pokemon here. So what are we going to do? Going with Breloom, barely able to do any damage. I forgot how much health it had. And then we're going to go ahead and go in here with Arcanine. Hopes that it Body Slam. But they're going to be able to spam that Body Slam pretty fast here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this one. I think one more Body Slam is going to do us in, unfortunately. The Latios doesn't have enough health. And we just bring our defense down. So yeah, it's a game over for us. And they're going to be able to take the win. Good game. Alrighty. Moving it on to the next one here. Met with a Golem. Okay. So, I mean, neutral damage. Doing a lot with those quick moves. Going to go ahead and go for the Dragon Claw. We're not going to do all that extra farming. Getting it through. They did not want a shield. And I decide to, I think, let this one go through as well. It's going to be a Rock Blast. Able to survive. A little bit of lag. They take us out. But that's alright. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Breloom and farm down. 2 shields on both ends. So let's see what they're going to bring in. A Moltres. That is the thing that I did not want to see at all. So how is this going to actually work out? Let's see what we can do here. If you're hearing cracking sounds in the back, that is because it's 4th of July and all the neighbors are doing their thing. So they swapped. Oh my goodness. Now we're looking good. We're farming this thing down. Now there is a glimpse of hope. We have Wild Charge. Super effective to Moltres. There's 2 shields left. So what are we going to do here? Getting off that first Wild Charge. Getting off the next one here. I think I swap immediately into Breloom. And we charge up a little bit more. We're using Breloom as a shield again. If we got to Dynamic Punch, that would have been great. I think we would have been able to take them out. And Arcanine, are you going to be able to do it, buddy old pal, old friend? And yes, it does. It makes it to Wild Charge, and this is going to secure the win for us. Thank you, Arcanine. And there you go. Like I said, it's going to be putting in work here down the line. We're met with a Blaziken. This is great for us. Resisting counter, resisting fire. But Blast Burn is going to hurt everything, especially Pokemon of the CP range that I'm using here. So I have to be kind of cautious what I'm going to do. It's a Blaze Kick bait. Very nice bait there. Swapping into Arcanine. As soon as they go into any... I would just systematically went into Arcanine. And luckily I did because we're going to be resisting the Charm. And I probably shouldn't have thrown that, honestly. But it started looking pretty good and they threw their energy here. I was like, okay, that works. That works. But watch the mistake that I do here. I go in with Latios. And look how much the Charm does. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I was in a pretty bad position. Breloom would have had the same situation. But it looks like we played our cards right because we're going to be able to go in here and farm all the way down. We have a ton of energy, bringing in that Blaziken, and we're going to be able to finish it off with Dynamic Punch. Guys, we're putting in work. Let's go. This was so much fun. I had a blast. I really did. Alright, so we're met with Giratina. Oh boy, now we're getting a little bit sweaty. How is this going to work out? I was like, oh my gosh. Here we go. It's looking like the league I'm in now. Well, not quite, but, you know, Giratina. So, getting us with that Dragon Claw. They let it go through, which was very interesting. I thought I was going to be able to do that thing that I was trying to do before, where I go in and just farm them down really quick, but they were able to get a charge off, and now we're locked in, and they have 2 shields. They're going in with Empoleon. But check this out. Probably didn't expect this move. Getting it through. Oh boy, but it's not over yet. That's a Mewtwo back there, and they have 2 shields left, and I have a Breloom. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with Breloom. We're doing okay damage with the counter because it is actually not a 2500 CP Mewtwo. It's actually going to be pretty low. We're just trying to figure out what we can do, trying to catch this here and use it as a shield. We're doing pretty good with the catching. And unfortunately, our only option was to farm it all the way down. They're going to be taking us out. Close game. It was still a good try there. All right, on to the next one. We're met with a Sceptile. That's what I'm talking about. Sceptile power. Let's go. Currently walking mine, trying to get it to best buddy because I can't wait for that Dragon Grass type. Extremely weak to ice, but not weak to fire anymore, but taking neutral damage. Anyways, we're going to take a Dragon Claw to the face and not feel good at all. They're going to be swapping into Charizard, and we're going to go ahead and go into our Arcanine because Breloom's not going to do anything for us here. It's just going to get burnt up, as well as resisted moves. but at least we have Wild Charge here. Are they going to let it go through like the last? Yes, they do. Wild Charge for the win. Bringing in Swampert. And this isn't horrible either, because we have Breloom. Also, Latios can resist those. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with this. What we wanted to happen was them to throw their energy here, just like this. Beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and go in here with the Breloom, and we can take this, but I just felt a little nervous letting it go through, so I went ahead and shielded it up. They're bringing in the Sceptile. We're going to be going for the Dynamic Punch. Now, what I should have done was let that Hydro Cannon go through and shield this one up. Then I would have been able to farm down a little bit more and then take them out. But hey, it is what it is, and they played their cards right, and they're going to be able to take the win on us here. Good game with that. Razor Leaf at the end. Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade. And that's what I have on my 100 that I'm currently walking. I'm not walking a Community Day one because Leaf Blade is technically a little bit better in PvP. Obviously, Frenzy Plan is going to be better for raids. But if I so need to use an Elite TM, I will certainly do so on this 100. I absolutely will. Because I am just a Sceptile fan like that. So we're met with a Rhyperior. We're going to go ahead and let that charge move go through. What we're going to do is go in here with Breloom and farm this thing all the way down. I made another self-conscious mistake. I just didn't know how much damage these not very effective moves were going to do to Breloom. I knew it's squishy. So we expended a shield there. Not great. I know Gyarados is kind of squishy, so I wasn't too worried about this. Waterfall is going to be resisted here. They're going to be shielding that up. No more shield to see how much this Dynamic Punch is going to do to a flying type. Doing pretty good. Not very effective. I think I actually shield this up because of... Oh, no. We let it go through. Okay. Arcanine, let's go. Please take him out. So no more shields. So what I'm hoping for is something that can take it out. All right. Now this is not looking great. But check it out. Let's go, folks. Let's get it. So they're going to be getting that off. We go for the Wild Charge here. Do we have two? No, we have one. That's all we need. And we're able to finish it off with a Fire Fang. Yep. Let's go. Alrighty. So moving it on to the next one. We have a few more battles here for you folks. With another Swampert here. This time they do have Water Gun. So they're not going to be able to get to the Hydro Cannon as fast as the Mud Shot. So maybe if you're in these ranks and you're watching this, maybe switch your Water Gun over to Hydro or to Mud Shot. Alright, so we're taking Hydro Cannon. It didn't do that much damage. Well, it did a lot of damage, but we're able to survive without expending a shield. While the Water Guns are going to be resisted. Am I going to shield this up? Yes, I do. I'm going to farm it down just so I can have the lead advantage here. Not necessarily hoping to get off a charge move. I just wanted that lead advantage. That's fine. So perfect. Good thing I used the shield. So now we're going to be able to go in here with the Arcanine, and I do believe that Meganium does have Razor Leaf, so that's why it is going to be doing a ton of damage to me, but they're not going to be able to get out their charge moves that fast. They're swapping into Gengar, and as soon as I made my swap, I was thinking, oh no, I just screwed up. Gengar massively resists fighting because of its Ghost and Poison typing. They do shield it up. I needed them to do that. So now what we can do at this point is go in here with the Arcanine, get off the Wild Charge, and we're going to be able to take the win. So, awesome. Looking great. Well, Meganium comes in and we're able to Fire Fang it down. They were not able to get off another charge move. Alright, so moving it on to the next one, we're met with a Hariyama. This is yet again another fantastic lead for us, so we're just going to stay in here. We do have to kind of look out for Heavy Slam. That won't take us out, but it's going to do a ton of damage for our CP range. They're going to be swapping there. And... Wait a minute. What was that Pokemon? I couldn't even see it because of the dragon. Oh, it's Jolteon. Alright. So, what we're going to do is let them get off their energy and swap into Breloom and have resisted damage from Electric. Farm it all the way down, and now we're ready to go. There's no more shields on their end. We still have two. They have Rhydon in the back, so we're going to go ahead and go Dynamic Punch. This should KO in one shot. Great. And Hariyama is not looking good here. We do have two shields left. Hariyama's not looking good. So we're going to be able to take them out with a Dynamic Punch. We don't even need to hit all the bubbles here, and we're taking the win there. On to the next match. I think this might be the last one, or we might have two more. We're met with a Jolteon. Yet again, a great lead for us here. They do have Volt Switch, which is going to be generating a lot of energy. And we just need to see what charge move they do have. I was a little bit weary about them having potentially Thunder, but it's just going to be a Discharge, so that's great. We're going to be able to get off another Dragon Claw here. This should KO if they do not shield. And what are we going to do here? It's a Metagross, so, I was thinking this, obviously could be a community day, so I have that to be worried about, but I also have Arcanine, and we have 2 shields. So what we're going to do is just farm this thing all the way down and shield it up no matter what, because it could be a Psychic, right? So just going to bring it down all the way and hope we have something that's going to match it up with it, and it's going to be a Alolan Golem. But we still have that Breloom, so we're just going to get this off, swap in, and I do believe just farm it down, shield this up. Yeah. I didn't try to flex, 2 shield flex. I wasn't trying to be a punk or anything like that. I was just, going undercover with my brother's account and having a little fun here. So we're able to win 4 here, and that is going to be the video. So if you did enjoy this, please give it a big thumbs up. And I'll be getting back to the regular videos tomorrow, trainers. I hope everybody's going to have a great day today. And I got him to rank 6, looking great. Thank you for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.